to TD and MEDSIS How To on Interjurisdictions. In the next couple of minutes, I will run through an example of how we have integrated interjurisdictional notification, IGN for short, with MEDSIS. MEDSIS, as you know, is a homegrown Arizona surveillance system. In contrast, IGNs are national. They are a product of the National Tuberculosis Controllers Association. The forum, as well as details on how to use it, can be found on the website. So if you go to this web address, that will take you to their website. And you can see that you can find it underneath resources, interjurisdictional transfers. And here is the initial form and the follow-up form, as well as a video if you need to have further information on how to fill the form. So let's say you have a patient with tuberculosis who is moving out of your jurisdiction. The IGN form summarizes all the key information that the receiving jurisdiction needs in order to have continuity of care. First, download the blank form to your computer. So you would click on this, and the form would come up looking like this. You want to take care of not filling it out while it is on the website, because anything that you put in here will be lost. You can't save it. So what I like to do is I like to download it, and I do just download it to my desktop, and then I get rid of the browser form on it. That way you don't accidentally fill out the wrong one and lose all your work. So you can see that it is right here. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the filled form. You can see that at the top, you choose which type of referral it is, and then it tells you which section you're going to be filling out. When you fill out the first page and the last page, the middle page is divided into different sections, and you don't have to fill out all of it. It just depends on what type of referral it is. So let's go ahead and go down to the next section that's important, the form sent to section. If you don't know who you're going to be sending it to, basically you just like upload it to MEDSIS, and you're going to have EDHS go ahead and forward it on to the respective jurisdiction. Leave it blank. Only fill out the form sent to portion if you have or are planning on sending this interjurisdictional to somebody. The rule of thumb is local to local and state to state. So if you don't know who your local counterpart is, then we're going to send it on to the state, and the state will send it to the appropriate jurisdiction, and they should get back to you. Also, if it's internal, you feel free to go ahead and fill it out and upload it to MEDSIS and contact the local jurisdiction within Arizona. If you don't know who that is, ADHS can also assist with that as well. You also do not need to fill it out as being sent to ADHS, because we're just going to remove that and fill it out with the appropriate state that we're sending it to. You're going to fill out your information for the return follow-up form too. That actually goes back to the local jurisdiction, not ADHS. If you were to receive any follow-up information from an outside source, we would just upload it to MEDSIS and let you know about it. Make sure that you have contact information for where the patient is going to. Just think about what is it that you would need if you were receiving this patient. So if you don't have an address, you do have to have some way, like a phone number that a referred jurisdiction can locate them and get in contact with them. If you don't have any of that information, it's not considered to be transferred over to that jurisdiction because they have no way to contact the patient. Okay, and let's go ahead and go to page 2. And in this scenario, we are pretending that this is an active or suspect TB disease. The RVCT number, that can be found in MEDSIS on the RVCT. Let me go ahead and show you where you can find that. Okay. So we're actually going to go, he is right here. And if we go down to the RVCT, there it is. It always starts with a year and the state, and then it's going to have a locally assigned ID that's actually assigned by the state. If it is blank in MEDSIS, let us know and we can assign it. We can also pull it out if you don't know what it is as well. So let's go ahead and go back to that form. And this kind of prompts you like type of information that the receiving jurisdiction will be wanting. And then on the last page, the treatment summary, if there is a treatment summary, and the comment section. For additional documentation, follow the golden rule. You're going to upload it to MEDSIS. If it's going to be a local transfer, then it doesn't need to be faxed because everything's already in MEDSIS. And then you're going to save it and then upload it to MEDSIS. Now, what do I mean by upload it to MEDSIS? Basically, you just go to Attachments, click New Attachment. You can drag and drop, or you can browse, and you can see that I already uploaded it here, and I put down that it's been sent to King's Landing. So that's it. It's pretty simple to, put it in MEDSIS. The only thing that's left to do is going ahead and contacting ADHS and letting us know that you've uploaded something to MEDSIS. We don't know it's there unless you contact us. You can contact us via phone, you can contact us via secure messaging, you can send us an email. If you choose to send an email, then you would just include the MEDSIS ID right here, and that would leave it to be secure with no personal identifying information. If you are transferring within Arizona, then the receiving jurisdiction can also be notified by email using the MEDSIS ID, and just make sure that it is shared with them in MEDSIS so they can see it. The way that you share it is you go to Jurisdiction, you click Share. Let's say we're going to share it with you as a cruise, so we just click there, click Share, hit OK, and now they can view it. So that makes it really easy, to communicate within Arizona. Outside of Arizona is a little bit more difficult because things have to be faxed or secured emails. So once that you are done with RU reporting, so let's say that you're done with the RVCT, you're done entering your contacts, that's when you would be able to transfer it to the new jurisdiction if they are within Arizona. And so say that they're moving to Santa Cruz and they have left, you're done with your RVCT, you're done with your contacts, you just click transfer. It would still be shared with you, so you'd still be able to view it, you just won't be able to edit it. If you have any questions about, how you can update RVCTs, just contact ADHS and we can help to facilitate that. And that is basically it for how to do the IJ process in MEDSIS. So let's go ahead and summarize it. So basically, you download the IJ form to your computer. You remove data if you fill it online. You fill it out, save changes, attach the MEDSIS entry, attach relevant files, share MEDSIS entry with new jurisdiction, send email or call new jurisdiction and cctb@azdhs.gov. And make sure your reporting is up to date. RVCT should be filled by counting jurisdiction, and we can help facilitate this if there's any issues about transferring that back and forth. Basically, the jurisdiction that physically has the patient should physically be the primary jurisdiction in MEDSIS for it. So if they have moved out of state, they stay in your jurisdiction. If they're moving within Arizona, we like to transfer it to that jurisdiction that physically has the patient so they can make updates. And at the end of treatment, or when somebody moves again, you might receive an interjurisdictional follow-up form, or at least you're supposed to get it if they've been transferred out of state. So you should be getting a one-page sheet like this. So when you receive it, just upload it to MEDSIS, or if you need to send it to somebody, what you would do is, again, you would find it on NTCA website. You would click on it, you would download it, fill it out, attach to MEDSIS, and if it's outside of Arizona, you're going to have to fax it too, but this is just a way to